Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Dr. Gertrude Barfi, but I prefer to be called Trudy just for short. So I'm a Ghanaian doctor. I'm a Ghanaian medical doctor. I trained in China. I graduated from medical school in 2018, and I recently qualified for my medical and dental council license examination in Ghana just October. I took in October last year, and I passed and qualified. So at the moment I'm home waiting to start house job. So just that's just like a little background information about me. If you're on this channel, you probably are looking to you may probably be a foreign trained medical student or doctor. You're looking into doing housemanship in Ghana, and that's exactly why I'm here. I have started this channel because I realized we don't have much resources or information online concerning how to do things down here in Ghana, especially if you were trained abroad. Most of the information I got here when I got back from school was mostly hearsay from people, and with that, information tends to differ as it gets passed on. So most of the things I'm going to share on this channel will be my personal account unless stated otherwise. Okay, so just a little more background information. I graduated in medical school in 2018, and before graduation, back in my school, most universities in China, your sixth or final year of medical school is your clinic, like it's set for clinical internship, and you have the option of doing it in your home country or in China. I decided to do mine back home because I felt like since I'm going to be practicing here in Ghana, I needed to familiarize myself with the system, and how, even though they're all medicine in general, like it's all medical practice in general, but then there are things that change, differ due to the location, the culture, and all that. There are some diseases which are more prevalent in China that you may never find them here in Ghana, and vice versa. So yeah, I decided to do my final year internship here in Ghana, and I did it in one hospital here in Accra. So if you're a medical student and you intend to practice in Ghana, or you plan on getting your medical and dental council license examination, then I would highly recommend that for your final year you do it here in Ghana. Even if you don't do it and then you come back home, it's advisable to at least do an internship here. One thing I realized about how things are done here compared to what I had seen in China was like, here there's a particular way of doing things. Like, even when a consultant asks you certain questions, you're not supposed to just go ahead with the answer. You're supposed to go systematically according to like just what you're going to do. There is a format that if you're not trained in Ghana, it's going to be difficult to tell. Okay, so let's say there's no example coming, but then there are things that the Ghanaian system requires, and that helps a lot in the examination. If you don't know such things, and then you sit for the exam, and they ask you the questions, you just go straight and give the answers, you're obviously gonna fail. I also realized that even for the exams, there may be other portions that you may not know the exact diagnosis, or maybe the exact treatment plan, but as you start with the basics, just the vital signs, and set IV lines and pass catheters, all these ones actually give you points in passing your exams, and I didn't know. So October was October 2021 was my second time of taking the exam. I took my first exam in I think in October 2019. That was the first time I took my exam, and then I failed. I failed because one, I didn't know how things I actually didn't know the things that were required. I knew some, but not all, and I thought, giving the shortest answer, not to waste the doctor's time, was like the best possible way, but damn, I was wrong. Yes, so there is that. And then at that time too, I was quite busy. I had just had a baby not long ago, so combining motherhood with preparing for an exam of this magnitude, and then my other business that I did, it was a bit challenging. So I failed. It wasn't terrible, but any fail is a fail. So yes, I failed. And one thing is, once I failed, I was devastated. There's one thing that the MDC does that till date I don't get it is, once the results are released, they send you a text message, and it's like mostly text messages are sent on a Friday, or like towards the end of the day or towards the end of the week. So the next morning, people just rush to the place to do the office to do, and there are long queues. Everybody wants to get their results, and people who pass are so elated. They're happy. They're jumping for joy. Shouting and screaming, and then people who fail just just go. Then you sit in your car or you board your tractor, then you go. Once you get home, I'm talking from my experience, once you get home you cry. Unfortunately for me, I started crying in the car. I remember there were some colleagues I met during my internship, final year internship, so we became quite close, like friends, classmates, and some of them had already taken in February 2019, and they failed. So they did some internship, and then took it the second time, and I was taking it for the first time with them. And so after the exams, I remember I met one lady, and then I was like, oh, I really the exam wasn't that bad. I think I may sail through. And then the lady whose second time that 2019 October was like, with MDC you never know, you might think you've done it a lot, but then in the end it's going to be something else, so you just be on the lookout. I was like, okay. And she was telling the truth. So when I met her at the council office, when we were both going for our results, I just told her that, what, I'm going to go get my results, but I'm not so sure of myself. And the excitement in the compound where everybody was happy, I didn't want to open my results in that environment in case it didn't go well. So I told her that I'm going to open my results in the car. If it goes well, I'm gonna come back here and rejoice with you guys, but then if you don't see me again, that means it didn't go well. And so I took the results of the car, then I opened it. I didn't actually look at the score. I just read the first line. It was like, dear, I'm sorry to inform you. When I saw that I'm sorry, I was like, nah, that's it. And then I started crying and weeping, and I blamed myself. I blamed my mom. I don't know why. I felt I blamed myself. I got angry. All these stages of grieving. I think I went through all the stages of grieving. I was in denial. I was angry. I was everything. Okay, and then I remember for about 2 weeks I was just crying and crying. And I did this thing. I posted the and then when I got home, I was so angry. I was like, nah, I'm done with this system. I'm not gonna sit for the exam again. It's not even important. After all this, so they're just gonna give you peanuts at the end of the month. So why the stress and all that? I was like, I'm not doing it again. I went online. I started looking for schools, and I was like, okay, maybe I'll do a master's in public health, and just be done with this. And at that time I was angry. Okay, so I applied to lots and lots of schools. I got some callbacks. I got I actually got admissions in 2 different schools in the UK for various master's programs, and others were asking me to send other supporting documents that they were going to. I even spoke to some admission coordinators via Zoom, and they agreed. They offered me a place and all that. But as time went on, and one thing about the MDCS, when you fail for the first time, they don't just say, oh, okay, so too bad you failed this time. We're going to, you can resit for the next exam and then pass. You would have to do an internship, a mandatory internship. And I think when you fail for the first time, the mandatory internship was like 20 weeks in an approved hospital. So I decided to, after I failed in October, the results the results came out in November, I think, and I was like, I wanted to sit for the February exam and at least try again, because the difference, like my mark wasn't very far from the pass mark, so I was like, maybe this time if I reset it, I'm going to pass. Only for me to realize that no, I had to do that 20 weeks of internship. Yeah, was it 20 weeks? I think it was 20 weeks. Yes. So I think it was 20 weeks. Yeah, 20 weeks. So I did that. And with the 20 weeks, you go to the council. They're going to ask you to pay for an introduction letter. So you pay for that introduction letter. Here everything is about money, and the exams cost a lot. They charge in dollars, the dollar equivalent, and they give you like the highest rates possible, which I don't know why, but then that's what they do. So I got my letter, and then I was like, I'm going to go to this particular hospital, because I had been to another hospital for my internship, and most of the consultants, they knew me, and I didn't want to be a disappointment that I came here for an internship and then failed. So I was like, let me go to a different facility. So I went to this new facility, and then when I got there, over there too, I was supposed to pay for the internship. I think it's, you pay per month or per week, I've forgotten, but then I had to pay for that as well. And then once I paid, I started my internship. Unfortunately, almost halfway through my internship, COVID came, and then there was the lockdown. And since I was not really an essential worker, I decided, and I had a baby, I had a toddler at home. I didn't want to put her at risk, by going to the hospital every day in the middle of the pandemic and then coming back home to her. I decided to, put my internship on hold. But then before COVID, I attended a class, like a tutorial session, and that actually helped me a lot. So I did I went for the classes, and I passed in October. So this is the thing. If you are a fresh graduate from medical school abroad, and I would recommend that you at least do a few weeks of internship before you sit for the exam, unless you are very sure of your abilities. And even if you're 100% sure, I would recommend you, there are several classes that you could attend, tutorial sessions that you could attend. I would recommend that you find one and then be with them for at least a month. Or if you have colleagues or friends who are in medical schools here in Ghana, like here in UST Legon or Kolebu, I would recommend that you take their notes, and then you go through their notes and see the format, or even their past questions, the exam past questions. See how they answer their questions, because that's different. The reason why I'm giving this advice is, if you don't do that and you go ahead and you sit for the exam, you may know all the diagnosis, all the proper treatments, but then these little things that there may be these little things that you will forget to, or you would not think necessary enough to add to your answers, and these ones are going to affect you a lot, and they may cost you the exam. Okay, so if you're new here, if you're still in medical school yet to graduate, but then you've started your clinical years, I would advise, if you could afford it, that whenever, either summer holidays or winter vacation, I would recommend you come back home and, do a little internship, because I know that is going to help you as well. Another thing is, the exam costs a lot of money. It's a lot of money, and I don't think it's wise to purposely, sit for the exam if you're not. So the exam costs a lot of money, and the registration fee is non-refundable. Once you fail, it's just money down the drain, and you'd also have to go and pay for an attachment letter and an introduction letter and all that. So I would recommend that make sure that you're going to pass, just so that you don't waste money. Yes. And another thing is, even if you don't intend to work in Ghana like for the rest of your life, I think it's worth the shot to at least finish your housemanship, get licensed here, and then find whether it's the PLAB or any other exam that you would want to take, and that will help you continue abroad. I think you can. I would recommend that. I actually took this exam because I don't really see myself practicing outside Ghana. Maybe I might go for residency or something, but it's like, I love Ghana. I love the life I have here in Ghana. I have a business here in Ghana, and yeah. So these were some of the reasons why I persevered to resit the exam and then try again. Yes. So thank you so much for visiting my channel, and thanks for staying through this video. If you have any comments or suggestions or questions that you would like answers to, please feel free to drop them in the comment section. Kindly share and like my video. Also subscribe to my page. There are so many things that I'm going to share with you from now till the end of my house job. I believe this will help provide the necessary guidance in your decision making towards your medical career here in Ghana. Thank you so much once again, and peace out.